Hey guys, welcome back to AlgoYogi. We are doing two-pointer series, and our next problem in the list is find first palindromic string in the array. So let's go to the problem on LeetCode. Description is one-liner or a two-liner, very simple. So given an array of strings words, return the first palindromic string. We have solved already so many problems. We know what a palindrome is. So basically a string or a number, same reading backward and from backward and forward. So basically we need to return the first palindromic string in our array words. That's the basically that contains a lot of strings, and the first palindromic string in example 1 is basically ADA. This is a palindrome, and this is what we return. So I think this problem is really straightforward. It's just that in order to find a palindrome, we wanna use two pointers, and because we're solving these two pointers category, I think that's one of the reasons this problem is there. But because it's really straightforward, we're iterating over the words, and whatever string is a palindrome, we just return that string, right? That's really simple. So I think we don't have to go on iPad for this, to understand. I think this is really straightforward. It's just we're gonna need this one helper function. Let's write this is palin. So is palin, let's just write the entire thing, is palindrome. That's going to take basically a string. Let's call it S. And then this string is gonna basically, now we're gonna iterate over it. So let's have some pointers. So is start pointer and end pointer. Start starts as 0 and end is basically length length S minus 1. Length S minus 1. And while start is basically less than end, and S, or if inside this, if S start is basically not equals to S end, that means we found a mismatching character from front and from the back of this string. Although they were supposed to be same, except the middle one, if it might exist, it might not exist, given depending on the length of the string. If it is even, then there might not be a middle character, and that's why we don't have equals to here, right? So in an even case, this will never happen that start and end ever become equals, okay? And in odd, there will be a point, they could be equal, but it will still be a palindrome, right? So if this is the case, then we return false. Otherwise, what we really do is we basically start is incremented by 1, right? Incremented by 1, and end is decremented by 1. All right. If everything passed appropriately, basically they all matched, that means we can return true. We didn't find any character that was mismatched. Okay, so this is it. Now what we can do is, let me focus on the code here. All right, now what we can really do is just go over the strings in words, and then basically call our helper function to check if the string is a palindrome. If it is, then just return from there. Right, so we can say for I in range, or you know what, I'm just gonna say for word in words, if is palindrome the word, if is palindrome, and let's send in our word, if this is basically a palindrome, that means we are going to return the word. Okay, so if this is this a good function, correct name? Yeah. Okay, if this is a palindrome, then just return the word. Otherwise, you keep going. And I think in the problem, I'm not sure what they told us. If yes, I think they did tell us this thing. So return, and if there is no such thing as a palindromic string, then you can just return empty string. So return just this. That's the return type, string. Okay, let's run it on example. I think this is a really straightforward problem and passed the test cases. Let's submit, and I think we definitely did pretty good. Okay, 7% still good. If it is accepted, then it's a good solution. Now let's write down the time complexity. So this is basically going to be time complexity is going to be big of n. Let's say n is the size of the array words, and into maximum size of the strings, basically. So maximum characters in any of the string, so which is m. Because we are checking all the words, and for each word we are also checking if it is a palindrome. So checking palindrome is itself is a big of n time complexity solution. And for space, for space complexity, are we really using any extra space? I think we are not. We're just calling on the word, and that's it, and we're just moving on. So this is going to be constant. Space will be constant. So this is the entire solution. Okay, let's go to AlgoYogi, mark this problem solved, and see you guys in the next problem. Until then, bye bye.